So we're here. Hi, thank you for the applause. Thank you, you're so kind. One little clapper, thank you. We are back here for our final demo today, thank you, at the World Culinary Showcase stage, sponsored by Vitamix, our friends at Vitamix. This is the place to be to see celebrity chefs demonstrate their original creations and share some of their secrets from their kitchen. And it's been a great day, so thank you all for being here for our very special final demo. I'm Sally Lou Loveman, and I will be your host today, and I'll see you tomorrow as well. Before we bring out our next literally rock star chef, you need to know about the special presentation that's tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's the keynote presentation. It's at 2 p.m. In the Grand Ballroom, and it is with Dawn Sweeney, who is NRA President and CEO, with Arianna Huffington, media mogul Arianna Huffington. So it's going to be a provocative, engaging, and empowering conversation. So check the reservation desk for, no, not the reservation desk. Check the, I think you can start lining up at 1:30 tomorrow. That's a separate thing that I was thinking about, which I'm going to tell you about in a second. So at 1:30 tomorrow, it's kind of first come, first serve. So hopefully you can check that out. Okay. What I was also telling you about is the tickets that are at the reservation desk for Restaurants Rock Party. That's tomorrow night, hosted by Jeffrey Zakarian and featuring 80s cover band 16 Candles. Have you ever heard them play? They're a lot of fun. So definitely go and check the reservation desk for those tickets. Okay, are you ready to get cooking? Yes? You ready, everybody? Yes? I need to feel your energy. It's getting hot up here. Okay, she sits on the permanent panel of judges on Food Network's hit show Chopped, which I know you're all big fans of. She is an award-winning author, restaurateur, active philanthropist, and mother. And she recently opened a restaurant that I personally love in Nashville called Chauhan Ale and Marsala House. Please welcome James Beard Award of Excellence winner and the nicest chef in the whole wide world, Maneet Chauhan.
Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking
Thanks, Maneet.
Always wanting this for my ego.
I love you.
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Do we need some coffee?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah?
Wake up.
Some wine? Some beers?
Right.
We have some amazing beers at Chauhan. So you'll have to make a trip to Nashville. Deal? We convinced Sally. I think I'm convincing her to move there.
I want to move there. Can I
Right?
work for you?
Yeah, we've got to stop. We've got to stop meeting like
I
this,
know.
right? Every year on the NRA stage.
I know, and I know you want to get cooking, and we will, but I just want to talk about your restaurant. It's very, very special. Nashville's a great food city, just like our city, Chicago. Why did you choose Nashville?
Y'all, because I'm just kidding. People are so amazing over there.
Yeah.
And people are amazing in Chicago too.
Right.
I was in Chicago for 6 years, loved it. My local partners, they approached me, and I'm like, Nashville? Why Nashville? And I went to Nashville, and it was love at first landing.
It is.
I mean, people are amazing. The culinary scene is it's so young, it's so vibrant. It's at that stage of infancy where it's about to explode. And it's an amazing culinary fraternity. So it's exciting to be a part of that.
And
to
maybe
be-
that's what the happiness is there, because it's such a happy place. So
It
many
is.
people, it's crowded, it's crazy, but it's happy. But I also read that you said even the TSA agents in Nashville are nice.
Oh my God, tell me about it. I used to fly from New York and everybody, I was expecting at that time and everybody's like, yes ma'am, extremely. They were very, very efficient, very professional.
Right.
And then I go to Nashville and I'm like, I can't go through the scanner, I'm expecting, and they're like, oh my God, sweetie, let me get a chair for you, sit down. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Oh my God, this is amazing. So yes, that really won my heart.
So nice. Well, I was lucky enough to go to your restaurant, and I tweeted at you, and you retweeted me, and I was really great. And it was like my daughter and her friends. They all go to Vanderbilt. They were so excited. But then the next night, Taylor Swift was there.
Yes, you
And
missed
I was
by
like,
one
can you
night.
tweet me when she comes?
I was.
I know you went, and it was fun. And what I love about it is, of course, the food is delicious. The decor with all the LED screens next to the tables. You feel like you're on, and they're playing Bollywood
Retro
films,
Bollywood movies.
and I felt like I was on a party train. I felt like I was on a beautiful old train.
I mean, I have grown up in India, but every time I go back to India, the first thing that hits me is a sensory overload. It's the colors, it's the smells, it is, it's everything together, the sounds, and that's what we wanted to recreate.
You did it.
And so happy, so excited about it.
Well, congratulations. It's magnificent.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about that later, but what are you making today, Chef?
Okay, first, we have special guests
These are
over
your
here.
friends.
Yes. And
Kara?
your name?
Kara.
Kara?
Fawaz?
Fawaz?
Taylor.
Taylor. Okay, so they told you what you were doing today, right?
Eating.
No.
No.
They hoodwinked you to
Are
get...
we sous chefs?
No.
No.
No. So what you're going to do is, we have the mystery baskets right over here.
Oh, no,
you have
no,
20 minutes. Your time starts now. I'm going to sit over there. Come on. They didn't tell you that?
You guys
It
should
was in
do
the
that.
fine print that you signed.
You should do that on Chopped. All the judges should be on the other side of
We
it.
did.
Oh,
We
you
do that
Oh,
actually.
duh. Okay.
We have the After Hours, which is on
Oh,
foodnetwork.com, and it's great. Just finished filming for it, and we were hiding plates. We were throwing ice down each other's back. It was crazy.
So do you have judges?
Yes, it was all judges.
Oh,
All
no,
of
but
us.
do you have people judging you? No, okay.
We judge each other.
Right.
And we are our own harsh,
I'm sure.
worst critics.
Right.
So
Right.
that's, basically
Right.
what it is.
So fun.
I
Okay, so
know.
what are you making today? I'm
Okay, it's a very good question.
track.
What am I making today? So, kebabs. Kebabs are such a quintessential part of Indian cooking. So we are going to be making an interesting version of a kebab. It's a shrimp kebab. And I was coming over from my sister's place. It was an hour drive. The entire drive, she kept on asking me, how can a shrimp be called a kebab? Right? So just because of that, I'm going to tell her to come here and help me cook. Come on.
Come on, sister. Come on.
Seriously.
Go on.
Come
Don't
on
be
over.
shy. You can go help your
Yeah.
sister. Take off your tag. Act like you work here. Come on.
Exactly. Okay,
She's not taking off her tag.
you can take off your tag.
It's better for TV.
I know.
Yeah. So Maneet has family here in Chicago, which is also why she loves our city. Yay.
So this is my sister, Riti Chauhan.
Hello.
She's the reason.
Shut up.
Yeah. She's the reason why I'm over here. Apparently, when I was 6 months old, she decided to come and stuff my face with flatbreads, potato stuffed flatbreads, which my mom used to make. And I think that was the turning point in my life, that this is it. Food is amazing. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So it's all her fault.
All yours.
Okay, so you're ready to help me?
I think
Okay,
we're gonna get
fantastic.
I think we're going to get a microphone on her. I think we're going to work on that. And tell
Okay.
me how to pronounce your name. Riti.
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 Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Steve's
fantastic.
got you.
Right over there. Okay, so we are going to make a marinade today. This is a Haryali chicken. Haryali means green marinade. Now, the amazing part about this is an extremely healthy and a very, very flavorful dish. So, you can use it. I'm going to be using it for shrimp, but you can use it for, if you like, tofu, chicken, fish, whatever you want. It's a very, very versatile recipe. And most of the ingredients are so easy to find. There are a couple of Indian spices that we are using over here, but we can very easily go ahead and skip that. So, to make the marinade, I'm going to be taking some mint leaves. And I love mint leaves. They're so fresh. Some cilantro. Some chilies. I'm just going to put a little. Do you guys like spice? Yeah? Was that no?
No, I'm just a little.
Little bit? Okay.
We'll give it
Let's
all to
do
him.
that.
Un poco.
We'll give it to him.
I'll just serve one of these on the side for you guys. Putting a little bit of it. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of salt.
Do you always use kosher salt?
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's so much easier to
To work with.
and also to get a feel of how much you're using. Okay, and then I'm going to be putting some ginger.
Was that lime juice? Sorry.
That is lime juice, yes. Lime juice right over here. Now with ginger, one of the easiest ways to peel ginger is with a spoon. Okay, we keep on trying with a knife, but because of the shape of the ginger, which is it's haphazard and ragged, we just go ahead and use a spoon, and it's the easiest way.
That is the best tip of the day.
It's so
I love
amazing.
this. Who all already does that? Or, okay, so you're all so smart. Isn't this new to you? It's new
I
to
don't
me.
even peel
Yeah.
it.
This is new to me too.
Yeah.
See?
You're supposed to share this with me, okay?
You have to come on the stage and work with me, or in the
Okay,
kitchen and work with
okay.
me to learn all of this.
Reethi, you're funny like your sister.
I don't hold a candle to her.
Oh, no. She does. She's got that dry sense of humor,
Yeah.
while I'm the person who's screaming around and trying to look crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some ginger. And I'll put some more lime juice.
It must smell very good.
It's very
all
fresh.
those
I mean, ingredients like ginger and mint and cilantro, these all add an amazing amount of freshness to it. So we go ahead.
As you can see, everybody, we love our Vitamixes, right? Do you all have Vitamix at home? Stop by the Vitamix booth.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
You
a
can
game
actually-
changer.
You can actually make soup, marinades, anything out of that.
It automatically means you're a cook if you have a Vitamix. It just, you get to that level.
In the marinade, we are going to be putting some Greek yogurt. You can also use sour cream, but the Greek yogurt is such a beautiful product. It's so healthy and it works beautifully. Okay, in this we are going to add, this is dried mint powder. And this is available in any of the Indian stores. It actually comes in a packet like this. And it is called pudina masala. Pudina is mint. And it just, again, gives a little bit of tartness to it, a little bit of spiciness to it, freshness, definitely. So that works beautifully. So now we are not trying to make a paste out of this, okay? It's almost like when you make a chimichurri, it's slightly grainy. So don't overblend it. You don't want a paste. Okay. Now we go ahead and mix this. See, if I would have added liquid to it, it would have been completely watery.
It looks perfect.
Okay, let's taste it. Let's see how it is. And now, Riti, you'll have to help me put it in the skewers. Nice. Okay.
Is this on your menu? No.
We have pork belly on our menu,
Okay.
which is one of my favorites. It's a garam masala grilled pork belly. It's just incredible, and I think I'm the person who consumes most of it.
Okay.
in the restaurant. Okay, so with skewers, the trick with the skewers is that you need to soak it in water overnight. Okay,
Great tip.
because if you're going to put dry skewers on the grill, it's going to burn.
Great tip.
Okay, so we have the skewers right over here. Let's put the shrimp in. Now with shrimp, marinate it for about half an hour or so. Don't marinate it for more than 1 hour, because then it becomes a ceviche. Okay, and ceviche literally is, fish which is cooked in acid, and we really don't want that. So half an hour to an hour is the perfect marinade. Do you want to help me, skewer?
Sure.
Okay. So let's do 2
2 on each.
on each. Okay.
Was it hard to figure out how to mesh the Indian culture with the Southern culture for food?
Not at all.
Is that what pork belly and...
Yeah, pork belly, we have meat and 3, we have hot chicken.
Yeah.
I think in the end of the day, all of us speak a common language of food. And it's no matter where you find yourself, you are always, you know, the conversation is all about food.
Right.
And that's what it's been over there. It's just been a dialogue, it's been a conversation about food, and it's been incredible. Okay. So while I have Reeti over here who's doing the skewers, she's never going to let me live this down. It's a good thing, yeah.
Reeti, what do you do? Do you?
I am
is
as
your-
far removed from this field as possible. I'm a software engineer.
She's the brains.
That's funny.
She's the brains of the family.
Yeah, I'm the one who can burn water, if that's possible.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to serve this on a quinoa salad. Now, quinoa has recently gained so much of popularity because it is, you know, superfood, etc., etc. And I used to talk to a lot of my friends and they would be like, oh, quinoa. I'm like, no, oh, quinoa. Because this is such an amazing base to build wonderful flavors on. So we're going to go ahead and cook some quinoa. To half a cup of quinoa, we are going to add 1 cup of vegetable stock, a little bit of salt. We let it come to a boil, then reduce the flame, cover it, and let it cook. Okay? And of course, voila, by magic, I have some quinoa cooked. Okay, so what we are going to make is we're going to make a quinoa salad. Okay, or a quinoa chaat. Now, chaat in Hindi literally means to lick. The spices, the textures are so amazing that you really want to lick your hand, your plate, or whatever the salad is served on. So right over here,
Reethi's got a handful. She could be licking her hand right now.
I'm telling you,
Sorry.
I'm going to be in so much trouble. It's like, you made me do what?
Raise your hand up, Reethi. Come on, just show everybody.
As long as she's not coming
I'm
and
sure
hugging
it's
me.
yummy.
Good? You approve?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I am going to start a fire right over here. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is amazing. With the weather finally becoming better, we are getting all our grills out, so we can go ahead and you can do it in your outdoor grill. If you have an indoor grill, you can do it in the indoor grill. If you don't have a grill, my suggestion is just put it on a tray, on a foil, put it in the oven, and put your setting on broil. And that gives a little bit of the charred edges, which makes these kebabs so amazing. So,
Yeah, for us in Chicago, it's finally here. But you guys, you in Nashville, you got it a little sooner than us. But it
You
was
know,
even cold in Nashville.
it was
I know.
crazy. I was traveling between Nashville and New York, and one day I get a phone call. We had some snow in Nashville, and I get a phone call.
Oh, you had
from-
some snow. You had 3 days or 4 or 5 days of shutdown snow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because there was 2 inches of snow on
Probably
the floor.
less.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're calling me. They're like, "Chef, should we close the restaurant?" I'm like, but it's 2 inches. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah.
So true.
Okay. So while this is being cooked, if you want to sit, go for it. If you want to hang out,
Sure. Tell me what
okay.
you want me to
Awesome. I know. Now I'm trying.
This is
my
what holidays are like in your house, right?
What are you talking about? Okay, so we're going to add some cucumber. Again, to me, what is important is whenever we are cooking something to always add layers of freshness, layers of textures, and that's what's important. Because a lot of the times people have this preconceived notion about Indian food that it's heavy. Once you eat it, you know, it's probably going to be sitting in your stomach for a couple of days, and that's not what it's all about. We grew up with fresh, beautiful, you know, Indian food, things which are all fads right now, you know, farm to table, farmers markets. We grew up on that. So So
We're
I
just
am
catching on.
Yeah, which I am very passionate about. Like, I want everybody to know how amazing and fresh Indian food can be. So I use a lot of fresh ingredients.
What's your go-to ingredient that you cook with it? Oh, you seem to always have, you know, the staple.
I love chaat masala, which I'll be using right now. Chaat masala literally is, it's dried mango powder with different spices. And it's beautiful. You can use it in place of a vinaigrette. It just works beautifully.
Does your daughter cook with you?
Last time I tried to get her on the stage. Well,
I know, I
last year
remember.
I did give a demo at the White House for the Easter egg roll.
Right.
I took her on the stage. And we are standing over there and we are all having a discussion and some, you know, somebody asked that, does she want to be a chef? So I turned to her, I'm like, do you want to be a chef? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, sweetie, what do you want to be? She's like, I want to be a princess. I'm like, wow, why didn't I think of that? That would have been great.
And she will be.
I know. Of course, she was 3 years old at that time.
And she's going to be 4 soon.
In July,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So,
And then I want to talk to you about your son.
yes.
So you opened the restaurant in Nashville.
Yes.
And you had a party crasher.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about him.
The day we opened the restaurant, my son decided to come in 3 months early. I guess he didn't want to miss the party. So he's like, yeah. Little did he know that he might have been a part of the party if he was still in me.
Right.
So yes, party crasher indeed.
So his name?
His name is Karma.
I love that name.
Yeah, well, like he's come with his own karma. So
Exactly. Beautiful.
thank you.
Beautiful name. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was.
And
It was
boys
an
are
interesting
very
ride.
different than princesses. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
I find them harder, but I don't know why. I don't know. But he will be lovely. He certainly wanted to come quickly, so I love that you were able to at least enjoy part of the party and the opening.
You know,
But-
it's been such an amazing experience, and just the way it's been received in Nashville, I really couldn't have expected
It's amazing.
anything better.
It's a beautiful place.
It is.
And Nashville is like Hollywood. So I'm sure you get a lot of stars that come through and country
Pretty
stars.
much. And the embarrassing part is that I'm not yet a lot into country music.
Okay, you will
Yet.
be. You will be.
Exactly. So when my servers come running in, they're like, "Oh my God, Chef so and so is here."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm taking
Right.
out my phone and I'm googling."
Google.
I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah, I still am not that cool to know everybody over there.
You will be. You will be.
Okay, so
That's
I've
so
taken
good.
the shrimp off. Again, shrimp doesn't need a lot of time to cook. If you cook it too long, you will, instead of eating shrimp, you will be having pieces of rubber, which we don't want. I've put a little bit of butter on top of it, and this is chaat masala, which is the spice that I was talking to you about. Gorgeous, wonderful spice. It's got savory qualities. It's got a little bit of tartness to it. Just amazing. Okay, let's get back to the salad. Now again, to me, I love, so on Sundays, we're still not open for brunch. So I do something which is called the Sunday School, which literally is 30 people come to the restaurant, I give them recipes, we go to the kitchen, we cook together, we get the food out, there's a lot of sangria, etc., which is also made. All of us sit down and we eat and we talk about food and cooking, and the one thing which I tell everybody is cooking is always a combination of this, and this, right? You have to put your signature on everything. So recipes are great. I think they are great foundations, but over here, you can go ahead and put your own signature on whatever you make. I mean, you know what? Sally, what is your favorite vegetable?
I would say celery.
Celery?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can just go ahead, peel the celery, get the strings out, just go ahead, put it over here.
Right.
So again, put your favorite, and then asparagus. Grill the asparagus, cut the asparagus, put it in. There is so much that can be done. Okay, pomegranate. I'm going to add some pomegranate to this. And what I love about pomegranate is, first of all, I love to seed it, because you cut the pomegranate in half and then hit it with the back of a spoon. And I love doing it in the restaurant because I can take all my aggression out on the poor pomegranate, and then I'm good. So that's my therapy session. But in dishes, it's a pop of sweetness, tartness, again, textures. Textures make such an important
Crispy.
part.
And crispy, yeah.
Exactly, about a dish. So we go ahead and put some pomegranates in.
So pretty.
Are you guys getting hungry yet? Yes? Little bit of the chaat masala.
So the 20 people that come on Sundays to your restaurant, are they friends? Are they family? Are they people?
They're guests.
They're just guests.
They're guests from the restaurant. We
Isn't
start.
that wonderful.
We start. It's basically only on social media that we say that we're doing
Perfect.
this, and within
So first come, first serve kind of
it's
thing?
pretty much first come first serve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, and then cilantro, one of my favorite herbs.
Where do you eat when you're in Chicago?
At my
What's your-
sister's place.
Okay. Reefy, you are a cook, see?
All I
Or
know
do
is
you
my
make-
mother's recipes.
Oh, see?
It's
Which-
comfort food.
Which
Right.
is the most amazing food ever, of course.
Right.
We have an exchange program. She gives me all these wonderful restaurant foods, which I get to eat, and I give her the boring rice and lentils and soups. And here, you have this,
Right,
and
right.
I'll get to eat all of your good stuff.
It works.
Which is not boring. Okay. So, looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful. How's it taste? Perfect? The Reethy test.
Really test. Salt? Chaat masala?
No, it's good. Good.
Perfect. Perfect. I was worried.
I know.
Because you know family tells the truth.
Okay.
We're very excited. I know how many of you all watch Chopped. Yeah? Yes? Okay. And what is it? Well, we're excited about the All-Star show to come up, and I want to know who wins and all that. I was trying to get it out of Amberell. Is it hard for you to judge when it's All-Stars and they're your peers?
Very. You know what? Overall judging is very hard, and because, I mean, I think these guys, they cast such an amazing group of people.
And they're all raising money for great charities. So
Exactly.
you feel like, oh.
It's actually very, very difficult, because what we do is we are talking about all of these charities. We are talking about friends. We are talking
Right.
about people who we've judged with, people who
Right.
we've worked with, and then you have to go and you're like, oh yeah, and for these reasons we have to chop you. It's like,
It's horrible.
yeah. I mean,
But it's good
it's
TV.
tough for them to be standing in front of us.
I know.
It's equally tough for us to be on the other side.
I would rather be judged than judge.
I
felt bad for Brian Malarkey. I saw your face. I think you struggled with that one.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was hard.
Actually, to me, each and every chop is a struggle,
It's a
because
struggle.
you know that everybody comes there with dreams. They have, and all of them are great chefs in their own rights. There's no questions about it.
Right.
But it's a competition. It is 30 minutes, and we keep on telling them, we are like, this is not the place for you to be fancy and over the top. This is the place for you to draw the straight line, because the straight line is the toughest thing to make.
Right.
And that's all the time that you have.
Right.
That is the 30 minutes.
And no matter what, whether you win or lose, you get chopped or not chopped, you are whoever comes on your show is learning, so much in just such a short amount of time.
You know what? I am learning so much from the
Right.
show. It's incredible just to, and they're, it's not only about food, but it's about people, their stories. Some stories are so amazing,
compelling.
and they affect you.
Right.
But yeah, I feel very, very grateful to be a part of something as amazing as this.
It's a great show. It does make me nervous, but that's why it's good TV. So it's a great show. Okay, you guys getting hungry? Yes? It looks absolutely perfect.
And it's delicious too. Or actually, that's what you guys need to tell me.
If there's one thing you would chop from the culinary food world, what would it be? How many times have you been asked that question?
Too many.
I know. I don't even want to ask it. But I just figured.
I know.
You must have an answer because you must.
I do. I would probably, in the chopped kitchen, we really need to take the white truffle oil out. Seriously, we do.
Okay.
It's everybody, it happens so often. It's the perfect dish in front of us, and suddenly it's called the white truffle oil curse. They go and they grab it because they just have that 1 extra second to do something, and it's white truffle oil, and we're like, no.
And it ends up
Oh, yeah.
ruining it?
Okay,
Gorgeous.
just go ahead.
Who's got questions as we start to plate all of this? Anybody have questions for Chef Maneet? Would you come on up here so we can see you? Come on up here. And I think I know your guilty pleasure. This is probably another question you get asked a lot. Your food, your guilty food pleasure.
My God, everything.
Is it
I-
chocolate?
Ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
Ice cream with
Okay.
roasted pecans on it.
Oh, yum.
Uh,
Yum.
and some chocolate also, some hot chocolate fudge.
Say hi to Mercedes. I think she's videotaping you. Mercedes, what is your question for Chef Maneet?
I just finished graduating culinary school. And
Congratulations.
I'm really proud. Thank you very much. And I want to know, what suggestions do you have for someone like me that is just trying to come in but specializes in international cuisine?
Are you good?
Yeah, you
You're
want,
very good at what you do?
I'll cook for you.
Move to Nashville. I'll give you a job.
Oh, really?
I am not kidding you.
I'm coming.
Seriously.
I'm
Okay,
coming.
talk to me after
Can I
this.
come with you?
Please.
Yes, you can.
You know what? To me, the biggest thing is it's a very, very difficult industry. It is.
Yes.
And the biggest thing you need to do is you need to have faith in your abilities. And it's all about tenacity. There will be times where you're like, I can't take another step. Believe you me, you will have the strength to make the step. And it all comes from here. It all comes from here. We will be doing those 16 hours a day. We will be doing 7 days a week. But we do it because we love it. And that's why, we love it. We are slightly crazy. That's why we are in this industry. But it is the passion. It is, after you create a dish, you're like, aha, I've signed my plate. So it is a long journey, but just have faith in yourself and it'll be a breeze.
Okay. And when are we going to see some more of your Latin food? I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. I'm all for it. I want to see what you got.
So right now in Nashville, what we are doing is more Indian and Southern. So I'm taking a lot of inspiration from the environment that I'm around. And that's what, so we're doing like meat and threes, or my recent discovery, which I did for Mother's Day, is monkey bread. I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
Love it. It is on the menu, and I'm just, so to me, I'm learning new things, and I'm just putting it on the menu.
Thank you, Mercedes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And go to the Big Bang. It is the best piano bar in Nashville. Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Nothing but fun. Monkey bread is the way to all children's hearts.
Oh my God.
And adults. And it's just, and do you make it in a bundt pan?
Oh, we actually, because we
Make a
had
big portion.
we had 300 covers for brand, so we made it with the
Okay.
small loaf pans,
Okay.
which was like the small aluminum disposable, which was the best way to go. So yeah.
Right. No, it's really good. Really good. Oh, great. Do you have a question? Lauren?
Yes. I watch Belle Arneson as well. Have you watched her cooking, and do you have any comments? Belle Arneson, the Spice Goddess.
Yes,
You watched
yes,
her?
of course.
You know her?
Yes.
Do you have any comments on the way she uses just a lot of great Indian and
I love the fact that that she, a lot of people have a fear of spices, which can be spices can be your best friends if used correctly. And that's what I love, that she is bringing awareness to the fact that spice is not that spice doesn't mean hot. Because for the longest time, people thought that spice only meant hot. And spices have so many levels of nuances to it. I mean, there is, tart spices, there are spicy spices, there are sweet spices, grassy spices. So that's what I love about what she is doing.
Sure. If I could ask one more question.
Please.
I've got a wedding venue in Wisconsin, and it's ended up in the top 11 rustic venues with Martha Stewart weddings.
I can't hear you very clearly.
I've got a wedding venue in Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's an old dairy barn turned into a wedding venue.
Oh my God, that
And
sounds
it's ended
amazing.
up in the Bride's Top 50, Martha Stewart Top 11. And so I've always had this dream as well. It's the 12th year, but of having like a cooking show combined like for brides.
Right.
One of the ideas would be something old, something new, maybe like an heirloom recipe, and then the chef would put a twist on it.
That's an amazing idea.
So yeah, first question is, do you think that's a good idea? And another question, would you have another idea of what it could be?
You know what? I think that's an amazing idea because you put on TLC and it's brides everywhere. And food is such an integral part of a wedding. And this is another thing which transcends cultures. I mean, in India, I just came from a big fat Indian wedding. It was all about food. It's like you get up in the morning and it's like we were organizing everything, all the food around the wedding. And I think that's an amazing idea. And I think something old, something new is extremely witty.
If you'd like, I could certainly give you my information afterwards.
I'll take
That
the
would be
card
great.
and pass it along.
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoy watching you on Shop.
Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Give me your card for sure. Okay. That is a great idea. And pitch it to the
Wanna try
Food
some?
Network for sure.
You should ask.
Oh, yes. Yes. How's everything going? Fantastic. I can see that you didn't enjoy your plate at all. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, we can't hear you.
You want me? Hi, Monica. I've been invited to your house for dinner. He just told me that I'm supposed to cook, but it got lost in translation. So you are cooking for dinner. Sounds like a plan? Awesome.
Did you
Fantastic.
clean
Was
your
the spice
plate?
level okay for you?
Yes, it was.
Right? And you can just go ahead and you can spice it as much as you want. Fantastic.
Delicious. Delicious. All right. Well, before we end here, who's got some last questions for Chef Maneet? Chef Maneet, come on. Are you all studying? Anyone studying to be a chef? Questions? Oh, good. Thank you. What's your name? Oh, Irma. I remember you.
Yeah, from Rick Bayless this morning. Hi, Chef. Just a quick question. Obviously, if you're going to start out trying to do authentic Indian cuisine, what are some of the basic spices that you would recommend to have in order to begin the process?
Okay. In each and every Indian household, there is a spice box. It's called a masala dabba. And based on where you are from India, those are the spices that go in. Because Northern Indian cooking is completely different from Southern Indian, Eastern Indian, Western Indian. So each and every state has a very unique cuisine of its own. That being said, I think to just start off with, there are the 3 C's, which is the cumin powder, the coriander powder, and the chili powder. There is turmeric, which gives the beautiful, lovely yellow golden glow to Indian dishes. There is garam masala, which is a blend of different spices. And garam masala is usually used to finish dishes. So like in French cooking, when you finish it off with like a beurre, when you finish it off with butter, over here you finish it off with a garam masala. And the other 2 spices, they're usually 7 containers. And the other 2 spices I always recommend is the chaat masala, because the chaat masala is one of the dishes that crosses over to, if you want to make a vinaigrette, you want to make a salad. It works beautifully. And mustard seeds, black mustard seeds.
So a follow-on question to that. A lot of Indian cuisine that I've had, authentic, is very complex in terms of the sauces, which to me equates to one of the very complex Mexican sauces of mole.
Like moles, yes.
Exactly. So do you make mole?
I definitely do. And moles to me are far more complex and far more evolved than curries are. Maybe because I grew up with curries and to me, I'm more comfortable doing that. But with moles, what I love about moles is just the layers and layers. It's, when you take a bite, you keep on getting hit. I mean, there is chocolate, there's tortillas, there is, pumpkin seeds, there is peanuts, sesame seeds. I mean, there's so many things based on what kind of mole that you're making, that it's just, it's one of those gifts that keeps on giving. You're like, okay, what hit me right now? So I love it. I love it. But I do think that moles are a lot more complex than curries.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a question? Come on up. What's your name? Mete. Your question?
Do you have a quick way of making a curry? Like if you don't have too much time and you want to make a curry, what's your...
Come to my restaurant in Nashville. I'm just kidding. One of the easiest ways to make a curry is making a coconut curry. And that's the fastest way to make a curry. And basically it's, you heat oil, and from the spice box itself, like you put some mustard seeds, you put the coconut, the coconut milk in, a little bit of the turmeric, chili, cumin, coriander. And then if you want to get more evolved, you can go and get some curry leaves, you can put some chilies in it. But you can make a basic coconut curry by just using these few ingredients, and it hardly takes 10 minutes for you to cook down that curry.
Okay.
And it's just, it's delicious.
Like similar, adding a curry paste to coconut milk, but you're adding some spices to replace that.
Exactly. And it's just, it's simple. And you can use that base for anything. You can put tofu, you can put shrimp, you can put chicken, whatever you want. But you can use that as a basis, to cook anything in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mete. Do you have a recent moment when your food really touched someone and it really impacted you? I mean, it happens, I'm sure, all the time.
I think the parts which I enjoy the most are kids who come to the restaurant. And I am there more often than not. And when they see me over there, they're like, oh my God. And then I'm like, do you want to go into the kitchen? So I take them to the kitchen and they just flip out.
Right.
And that I think is a moment which is so precious because,
Right.
The kids have an idea what a restaurant kitchen should be. They've been seeing Food Network, so they have a perceived notion. And then you take them into the kitchen and they're like, oh my God. So
Right.
yeah, that's something which is definitely.
And when you expose a kid to something, a new environment, something that really sticks with them, won't be every kid, but one of those kids that you're going to bring back there is going to come back to you one day and say, thank you
Definitely.
for showing me that kitchen.
Definitely.
So, very nice. How many chef coats do you have? Can't
13.
count. Oh, you know the
Yes,
number.
of course I do.
Oh,
Ta-da.
13.
Yeah.
Is that because?
I'll debut the next one next year.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay. I was going to say, is that a lucky number or, okay.
It actually is a lucky number for us.
Is it?
Our mom's birthday is on the 13th.
Okay.
And growing up, we lived in a house which was L13.
Oh,
so I
wow.
consider it a lucky number.
Okay, good. Is your mom your chef mentor? Like, is she your mentor to be a chef, I should say?
Yeah, she used to cook and then she would just come back from work and she would start cooking and go to sleep and we would get burnt food. I'm just kidding. She's not here, that's why I'm saying that. Otherwise, I would get one back.
No, I know.
You know what? My inspiration was everywhere. I would eat at home and then go to my neighbor's house and tell them that I haven't, my mom hasn't given me food to
Right.
eat. So can you give me food? And it
Right.
used to be a completely different, incredible cuisine. And yeah.
So you
And
were
that's how I really
sampling.
got hooked onto food. And then when Reeti went to school to do her bachelor's, I would go to meet her and I would take food with me. And I realized that I was the most popular kid on campus because they were like, oh my God, there's food coming. I'm
Right.
like, wow, this works. I can do what I love. And, people love me for it. Why not? So that was my moment of epiphany.
All roads point to Reethi, I'm telling you.
It does.
I'm
It does.
telling you.
It's all her fault.
Okay, anybody for some last questions? We have a little bit of time left. Anybody, this is your chance to ask Maneet anything you want. Ooh, anybody? Thank you. I remember you. Hi, what's your name?
Jackie. Hi, Maneet.
Hi, how are you doing?
Any advice for mom and chef? Trying to maintain a good balance and
be, successful at both. Because it always seems like we're stealing, right? It seems like we're stealing time away from the kids to spend it developing recipes.
And you have a cool story, I remember. What's your story?
Well, I'm actually a hand surgeon. And,
Wow.
And I'm opening a restaurant. And the restaurant is gluten-free, organic, allergen-friendly.
Yes, we spoke last year,
Yes,
didn't we? Right
right.
after the gluten-free. Yes,
That's right.
amazing.
Right. It's about to open. We're about 2 months away.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
It
Congratulations.
started literally from scratch. It was a convenience store, so that's why it's taken
Right.
so long. But it's good because I've been learning a lot in the process.
Right.
But it's been what I'm realizing is, and I'm kind of mortified because it's about to open, and I'm
Yes.
thinking, I really need a lot of good managers and a lot of good helpers, and I need to. But how can you be there and also be everywhere else? For me, I mean, it's a stretch. Do you have any
People,
words of wisdom?
Yeah, people ask me, people ask me, how do you balance? And to me, I think the word balance is a myth. It just, it doesn't exist. But, and I'm absolutely no expert in this. But what I have seen is what your kids want is just to spend time with you. That's all that really makes a difference. To me, initially I used to think, let's put her in here, put her there, In the end of the day, all she wants is to spend time with you. So now I go to the restaurant, she's a restaurant baby, she comes along with me, I'm expoing, she's sitting over here, I've given her a little bit of dough, which we make naans from. She's playing with it, she's happy, she's the center of attention, with each and every server comes in. For our pre-shifts, she gives performances. She sings A, B, C, D, and then she tells people, please, no photographs. Don't know where she gets it from, but I think to me, I think that's what has worked. And especially recently, I have been away, shooting for Chops. I've been away for long phases, but in the end of the day, when I go, it's like, just get into bed with her and see a movie and just let her know that she is loved, and I guess that's it. I wish I had that secret mantra, but I don't, because if I did, I would definitely follow it.
We wish we all did, right?
I know.
It's not easy. How many times have you seen Frozen?
Oh, too many. Too many.
It's never enough.
Too many. On
I
ice, on television, actually. Any form of Frozen, it's like Frozen has thrown up all over our house and over Reethi's house. Yeah.
I made all my 20-something children take me to Frozen. I'm like, I need to go see Frozen. Oh, I would go anytime. Okay, last question. This is really, truly the last question.
Right over there.
Come on over here so we can get you in the light. All right. What's your name? Kirby? Here's Kirby.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Maneet.
you.
Nice to meet you. One thing that I'm curious to know is everybody that's come up and has been successful always has kind of that moment, like, what was the hardest thing that you had to overcome? You talked about cooking and doing the 16 hours, but if you think back, what was one moment in your life where you really had to overcome something? I think that would be great to hear.
Wow, that's a great question. Nobody's ever asked me that. The toughest moment was when I just graduated from CIA. I had come from India, and I had come from. Our parents always told us that do whatever you want, but make sure you're the best at it. And this was amazing coming from an environment where everybody was studying to be a doctor or an engineer, and if you really are thinking outside the box, you become an accountant. And over here, I want to be a chef. Right, so, my parents unconditionally supported me, but said that make sure that you're the best at it. So that's a mantra that it stuck with me for the rest of my life. So I go to the best, culinary hospitality school in India. From there, the instructor tells me the best culinary institute in the whole world is the CIA in Hyde Park. I apply, I get in, I graduate, top of my class, get all the awards, flying really high, but I came on a student visa. So I had all of these job offers from all the chefs that I looked up to, and I'm like, this is it. I just need one of you to be my mentor, and I'm going to work my beep off, and I'm going to make it. But at that time, because sponsoring visas in our industry wasn't as prevalent, nobody knew what to do, that people were shying away from it. So to me, that was, I think, one of the lowest points, because I'm like, I aced this. I did everything, but I did not get the opportunity to do it. So I had to find an opportunity and just go from there. I mean, my uncle and aunt were opening an Indian restaurant. That's not what I wanted to do. But I'm like, okay, if this is the opportunity, I'll take it and I'll run with it. And boy, did I run with it. And I think that's what it is. You have to see the light in the horizon, because there always is light in the end of the tunnel.
Great answer.
Thank you.
That is a great answer. Wow. Thank you so much, Maneet. You are always such a joy
Thank
to
you.
have here at the NRA Show 2015 at the World Culinary Showcase. You are so nice. You are so talented. And we love getting to know you and hearing your stories. And we wish you so many great things in Nashville.
Thank
and
you.
we're all going to come and see you now that we know about it, right?
Yes.
And go to Nashville. And you will be signing your book over right outside the theater
over
here,
there.
Flavors of My World. It's a great chance for you to go and get a photograph or an autograph from Chef Maneet. And of course, you do have to have a book in order to be in line. And I see that you already have fans in line for Chef Maneet.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great time
you.
with your
Thank
family. Thank you, Reethi. You're a superstar.
Oh,
She
thank
is.
you.
She is.
Okay, thank you. That is it for today, everybody. You all did a great job. Remember, the show floor does not close until 5 p.m., so go explore and also check out the FOBI Award recipients, volcanic water, black bean spaghetti, and all kinds of new, crazy, cool, creative new products on the floor. Come on back tomorrow, where we have a great day planned here at the World Culinary Showcase with chefs Takashi Yagahashi, Pat Neely, Terry French, and Fabio Viviani. Ladies, thank you so much. Have a great night.